Hey everybody, welcome back. This is our second HTML section with the horribly uncreative title, Next Steps, or at least that's the working title. It may change because it's so uncreative, but it is accurate. These are the next steps in HTML. So we've got a decent mix of concepts that are crucial and then things that are nice to have. And as you can see, most topics in this stack of cards are green. They're relatively short or easy topics to pick up. The first thing that is definitely crucial are really just two conceptual topics. The first one is understanding what HTML5 actually is or what it isn't. That won't take a whole lot of time. It's just something we get out of the way right up front at the top of this section. Same goes for block versus inline elements. This is just a concept about HTML elements that you need to understand. Crucial. And then span and div elements, two very commonly used elements, easy to pick up. They go in the crucial category as well. But then we've got a decent chunk of nice to have elements that you really do not need to stress or panic about that you probably won't use all that often. Sub for subscript, sup for superscript, HR for a horizontal rule, and break elements for a line break. So nice to have, I'm going to show them to you, but I just don't want them to be the main takeaway from this section. Now, in contrast, this yellow card, semantic elements, is a group of multiple elements, and they're all very straightforward, very easy to understand. The only reason I made that card yellow is because there's a decent number of these elements. Just off the top of my head, you'll see header, footer, main, nav, section, article, and there are others I'm forgetting. They're all very similar, and we'll talk about this idea of semantics and accessibility. It's all important stuff, so it's in crucial, but again, it's only yellow because there's just multiple elements I'll introduce. And then lastly, we have another VS Code tip. This is for a tool that's built into VS Code. It's called Emmet, and I'll put this in nice to have as well. I really like using Emmet. It can save you a lot of time, but it can be a little bit, the syntax can be odd or difficult to remember at first. So it's 100% nice to have. Don't let it slow you down or hold you back from moving on with more HTML. Okay, so that's the breakdown of this section. Just a couple of key concepts and quite a few nice to haves. Let's go.